Sam
Namo tasse bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Namo tasse bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Namo tassa bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Namo tasse bhagavato arahato samma sambuddhassa.
Okay, let's start our class
Sad,
today.
sad, sad.
Okay, so we were at the Shramana tradition. Okay, so just to recap a little, so with the caste system, the Brahmins had enjoyed the most privileges in the society by discriminating all other caste people. So in the Brahmins rules, such as the statement of karma, that tapping on the Brahmin with the grass is conducive to be born as an animal for 21 times. But killing a sutra is similar to killing a dog. So it's a very unfair treatment in human rights. So not only the sutras, but also women did not have any privilege in the society. So this was why the new Śramaṇa tradition culture started to evolve to fight against this unfair treatment. So the Śramaṇa tradition of Buddhism rejected the idea of discriminating the society with this caste system. Buddhism tried to change this unfair caste system and treatment. For example, in the Vasetta Sutta, it states that all people are equal, and it is compared to fire that has no difference in terms of heat. Although fire is made by different materials like straw, burnt from the cow dung and wood, etc. But fire is fire. Every fire is the same. So then punishment is given to high and lower levels of caste is not it is ridiculous. Well, it's a nonsense. What it's trying to say here is. Okay, so we continue from here. Okay. The Brahmins try to be on the highest position in the system, although they were not honest in their actions. For examples, Brahmins go to non-Brahmin women. Brahmins go to Brahmin women who have not reached puberty. Brahmin the Brahmin sell or buy Brahmin Brahmin collect a lot of material Brahmins a lot of food to their home after eating the food of others. Puberty means underage, okay? Under age, Okay, so this is what they are doing. The Brahmins are doing. And the difference of Brahmanic teaching and Buddhism, Brahmanic, okay, and Buddhism. The difference of Brahmanic teaching and Buddhism teaching. Can be known as follows. So this is a quote. Atanava Patam. Patam. Patam is the sin, offense. Atana Samkilisa. Atana Akatam Papam. Atanava Visujati. Jati. asutti pachatam na annamanam visuddhaye. So what is mean here is eternal purity. Eternal purity is the real purity. It is the real Brahmahood according to Brahmana Dhammika Sutta and Brahmavak Dhammapada. Okay, so means purity or impurity does not depend on others or externally, but it depends on internally. So this is the what it's trying to say is that the Brahmins declare that they are very pure. That's why they're supposed to be at the very high position in the caste system. But actually, what they are doing is not pure. It's not the pure the highest conduct. So what it's trying to say here is that purity or impurity, either you are pure or not pure, you are good person or not good person, okay? It does not depend on others or externally, but what you are doing inside, right? This is what I'm trying to say. And this is, if you have good conduct, if you do good things, you say good things, you have good conduct, then you consist of the Brahmin what you call the qualities. This is the real Brahmahood. This is the real Brahmahood. No? So what is say in the Brahmana Dhammika Sutta and the Brahmavagga. Okay, Brahmavagga. So how to means that the definition on Brahmanas in terms of Buddhism. Okay, so it's not by birth. It's not that you're born in a Brahmin family, you are forever the Brahmin, but the Buddha said, if you have good conduct internally, this is the real Brahmahood. It's not your external, position in the caste system or your family lineage and all these things. Okay. The Brahmins perform sacrifices to God to ask for granting of good wishes, right? Okay. But according to the Buddha, the real sacrifice is the Dhamma sacrifice. Okay. Okay. Dharma sacrifice is the higher form of sacrifice than material sacrifice. Okay. The Buddha said to Sundarika Brahmin that purity cannot be achieved by just burning the fire. So from here you can see the Śrāmana tradition now is against the Brahmana traditions. Now you got a new idea. Okay, it's fighting the Vedic tradition. Okay. So this is the differences. Now we are talking about the differences. From now on, we're talking about the differences between Brahmana and Śrāmana. Right? So these are the differences. Okay, this difference maybe you cannot see. Purity is depends on internal. Internal means that the good conduct. But in the Brahmana tradition, Brahmins are born from the mouth of Brahma, right? This is called external. What it means that, okay? So impurity is depends on internal, not external. It's actually fighting against this, okay? Especially here, okay? Brahmasya mukhamase, it's not from what you are born like, it's your conduct. Okay. Now fire, okay. So many things blocking. So okay, next one is the Vedas are talking about creator and gods and gods, and also by uniting the soul with Brahma and get liberation. Okay. This is the goal of the Vedic religion, right? Uniting the soul, uniting the self with the God, right? Brahman, Aman, this is their goal, okay? However, now we're talking about the Śrāmana. However, the Buddha re-educated the Kalama, re-educated Kalama people. This is a very famous sutta, Kalama Sutta. You can Google and have a read of it. So the Buddha re-educated the Kalama people that not to depend on the hearsay, not to depend on tradition, and tradition, and so forth. There are so many conditions there the Buddha has spoken in the Kalama Sutta tradition. Okay, but to rely on own knowledge and realize the truth. Okay, so the Buddha said you should challenge a teacher, you should challenge the tradition, you should challenge the culture or assumption and all these things. So it means that you have to be independent on your intellectual choice. You can even challenge the Buddha. You can even challenge, question the Buddha and question the Dharma being taught. This is what it says in the Kalama Sutta. Okay, and another example of the Brahmanic ideology versus the Buddhism ideology. Okay, so once King Kosala was very sad that he got a princess born. However, the Buddha told the king that daughter is also precious if she is virtuous. Okay, virtuous means doing good deeds. Okay, she can be better than a naughty son. Virtuous. Because in the Brahmanic tradition, the women has no position in the society. So this king already got that kind of Brahmanic culture and idea. So when he got a princess, he was so sad. And the Buddha said, no, if your daughter is doing good deeds, conduct is good, she can be better than a son, So the Buddha did not look down on women. Did not look down on women opposing the traditional norm of Brahmanic culture. Brahmanic culture. Or traditional norm of Brahmanic culture. Yeah. So the Buddha bhikkhuni sangha Buddha formed bhikkhuni sangha on the request from former Queen Pachapati. Pachapati was the Buddha's auntie, you know, the Buddha's auntie. The Buddha then agreed then agreed Anand to allow women to be ordained as ordained as bhikkhus because women can also achieve arhatship as bhikkhu. Okay, means that the women are giving an opportunity to cultivate, unlike in the Brahmanic society, women were not allowed to go out from the house. Women should stay and be confined inside the house only. This is the Brahmanic society treatment on women. If you see now, even the Islamic countries that I mean in the Middle East, the Afghanistan, they are fighting against the women's rights, right? Before that, the Taliban did not let the women come out. Now, after the US has taken a charge, women are given the chance to go to schools and go and get the jobs, right? Now they worry about the women's right will be taken, right? So this same in the ancient India, in the traditional Brahmanic society. Okay, so what the Buddha did is a very brave move, a very brave revolution that there was the first time, the Buddha ordained women in the Sangha community. In the India society, people will shock, huh? Women also can become the sannyasi. So it was a very what you call modern move that time when the Bhikkhuni Sangha were formed. So this is the culture shock to the Indian people, what the Buddha has done. But it's normal to us nowadays. And men and women are on equal rights. It's normal to us, but it's not normal in the ancient India culture. So this is the difference in between the Brahmanic and the Śramaṇic tradition on the women's right. So when you are asked what's the difference in between the Brahmanic and Śramaṇic tradition, so one of them is a treatment on women. So you can give one example like this. In the Brahmanic society, women were not allowed to go out from the house. They can only stay on the house and do the household chores. But the Buddha ordained the women as bhikkhunis. So you can give this kind of example to prove the difference in between the Brahmanic and Śramaṇic tradition. Okay, so another differences. The Vedic religion, the Brahmanic, Vedic religion, Brahmanic tradition is the same thing. So Brahmanic tradition, we are talking about Brahmanic tradition against Śrāmana tradition. Brahmanic is a adjective of the word from, it's an English word, but if the Sanskrit is Brahmana, So you can say Brahmana tradition or Brahmanic tradition is what you call, depends on you're using English or the original Sanskrit. Same thing like a Shravana tradition, you can put Śramaṇic. I think it's acceptable as an English as well. Vedic. So Vedic is an English term, come from the word Veda, right? The English adjective comes from the word Veda. So original is Veda. So you must know. Okay. So the Vedic religion means the Brahmanic tradition or the Brahmana tradition. Holds firmly on the idea, belief of a permanent soul or permanent self. Okay, permanent soul or permanent self that will never die. Okay, Atman, right? The word is Atman. However, Buddhism deny the idea of soul or the idea of self. That's why Buddhism emphasizes on non-self, okay, or non-soul. So the word is soul. Sanskrit is anatman. Okay, this is a long R. Okay, I type 2 anatman. So Pali, this is Sanskrit. Pali is anatta, right? Anatta. Pali. So anatta or anatman is actually against the Brahmanic atman. So now you know why this word come from. Okay. So Buddhism defines life as 5 aggregates. In terms of soul, I mean in terms of the Brahmanic souls, Buddhism never talk of souls, not talking of self. We talk about 5 aggregates, five khanda or 5 skandha. Okay. 5 skandhas comprises with mind and matter. Okay, mental and material. Mind means rupa. Matter is it's a wrong you. Rupa. Matter is no, wait. Sorry, I confused. Nama. Matter is rupa. Okay, rupa. Rupa. Got long. Matter. So Buddhism defined life as, okay, Brahma and Rupa. all these components are subject to impermanent and suffering. So there is no permanent self in every one. So this is very obvious that it's against the Vedic religion idea. Mental purity is the highest achievement. It can be achieved through purity of wisdom. Highest achievement is mental purity. Okay. Highest achievement in Brahmanic tradition is Brahman Atman, right? Uniting the soul, the permanent soul with the God, Brahman, all right? So Buddhism say highest achievement is non-self, but how to achieve the highest? Achieve the mental purity is the highest achievement. So this is the difference in between the Śramaṇic and tradition and the Brahmanic tradition. Okay. So how to achieve wisdom? The jnana or the prajna. Through vipassana. That's why vipassana is very important. Okay, and there's something happened also historically that what you call a fact influence the Shramana tradition, the evolvement. Okay, philosophical revolution in 6 BC. In 6 BC. Shows the conflict the conflict happened in between the Brahmin caste and the Brahmin caste and the Kshatriya and the king's caste, the Kshatriya caste. Okay. Philosophical enthusiasm was not only happened in India at time, but also in Greek, China, and Persia. So 6 BC was the golden era of philosophical development in mankind. So many great masters were born during that period. Okay, not only in India, but in China, they got the what you call the Confucianism, what you call the Lao Tzu, Taoism, and all these things. Okay, development of mankind. Okay. So, for example, Pythagoras. Okay, in Greek, Pythagoras. Okay, we learned the triangles, right, in maths. So Pythagoras created the mathematical equations. So, and in China, you have Confucius. Okay, Confucius and Lao Tzu. Okay, Lao Tzu in China. Lao Tzu in China, and you have Zarathustra in Persia. All these were prominent contemporary philosophers to Buddhism. So the Buddha was born within this kind of period where so many great philosophers existed in the world, not only in India, but in Greek, Persia, China, of course, India itself. So the Buddha was born under this kind of background. This is the period of 600 BC. Okay. So that time, it's contemporary means modern. Okay. So that time, all this Pythagoras, Confucianism, Lao Tzu, Taoism, Zarathustra, and all the all the great teachers in India, they are modern philosophers, very modern that time. I mean their thinking, their philosophies. So the Buddha was born means that the Buddha had a very what you call very serious competition. Okay, Hyogoga Ogata. Okay. Like too many players in the market. So for the Buddha to survive in this kind of background, it was not easy. It was not easy. This is what I want to say here. According to Buddhism, the lower or higher the status of oneself relies on the actions that one has done. So all humans can achieve the highest status through spiritual development. Okay. The Shramana were not just clergy, okay, like the Brahmin who pray to their gods for material gains, but the Shramanas were not just clergy like the Brahmins who prayed to their gods for material gains, but also renounce from all worldly, dedicate themselves for searching the truth. So these are still the differences. We are still talking about the differences. In the Brahmanic tradition, the highest and lowest status of oneself is determined by birth. You born from a Brahmin family, you're always the highest. You born from a Kshatriya family, you're always the second caste. You're born from a Sudra, you are always the lowest caste, right? But Buddha said, no, all humans, high or low depends on what we do, okay? Our action, what we do. So all humans can achieve the highest status by spiritual development. It's not by birth. This is what the Buddha is trying to say in against, okay, the Brahmanic tradition. Okay. Searching for truth. These opposition aspects of religion by views of the six heretic teachers. Okay, you have learned who the six, okay, six heretic teachers in 6 BC. So they existed the same period. Huh? They also say the same thing because they belong to the Shramana tradition. Okay. Okay, for example, Purna Kassapa. He denied that all sins and all good, effects of karma. He was against the idea of reincarnation. Okay, reincarnation. And Makari or Mashkari, he was materialistic teacher. He denied human effort. This was similar to Śramaṇic, who also taught people to enjoy life materially as nothing will remain after the death, according to his will. Okay. Now you start to learn, their views of these 6 heretic teachers. So after this topic of Śramaṇic tradition, later on we'll go for the wrong views. Okay, the wrong views topic, according to his will. Okay, and you have Pakudha Chayana. He taught 7 substances. He taught 7 substances that were permanent, and he denied all other things. Only have 7 substances, nothing at all in the universe. Okay. Ajit case Kambari. He taught people about 4 elements. He denied the reincarnation. So, deny soul, this is same with the Buddha, okay? And you have Sanjaya Latiput. He taught the Amara Vikapa doctrine that deals with the escape. Answering the questions, whatever transcendental and ethical. Means that don't answer. Okay. Escape. Enigante. Good. He was against sacrifices and violence. Okay, so today we until here, still a little bit more. We'll finish the Śramaṇa and then we'll go to the wrong views. Okay, let's all come together. Buddham saranam gacchami.
Buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dhammam saranam gacchami.
Dhammang saranang gacchami.
Sangham saranam gacchami.
Sanghang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi buddham saranam gacchami.
Tiyanti Buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami.
Tiyanti Dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi sangham saranam gacchami.
Tiyanti Sanghang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi buddham saranam gacchami.
Tiyanti Buddhang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi dhammam saranam gacchami.
Tiyanti Dhammang saranang gacchami.
Dutiyampi sangham saranam gacchami.
Tiyanti Sanghang saranang gacchami. Sadhu, sadhu, sadhu.
Okay, good night. And our next class is next Monday, 20th. Next Monday, 20th. Okay. See you on next Monday.
See you.
See you next week. Thank you, Bante.
Thank you, Bante Ji.